From MontanaSports.com, this is MTN Sports Extra.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Extra on a Saturday night. Thanks for joining us. I'm Will Charlton in for Tom Wiley. Montana's high school baseball season is winding down with just a few spots up for grabs in next week's state tournament. MTN Sports' Alec Boffinger is in Billings to lead off our coverage of the state baseball play-in games.
Good evening, folks. Alec Boffinger here in Billings at Pertz Field, where we have a play-in game for the state baseball tournament. Billings West and Butte, winner to the state tournament in Hamilton. Top one and Butte pounces. Will Steppen smacks a ground ball up the middle. And that plates Tosher Lean. It's 1-0 Bulldogs. But West answers back in the bottom of the frame. Colton Bush punches one to right field here. That plates a run, and the Golden Bears knot things up. But they weren't done. Another line drive into the outfield. This one scores a pair as West takes a 3-1 lead after the first inning. And then West starter Owen Schneider really settled into a groove. Blows the fastball right by Butte here to get himself out of a jam. And then again, Schneider has a man on third. A little off-speed stuff gets the batter chasing. Schneider goes 6 innings, gives up just 1 run on 6 hits. West giving him plenty of run support. Jackson King with a little Texas leaguer. That scores 2 more runs for the Bears. And then Bridger Leland smacks one the other way. We only needed 6 innings tonight as West punches its ticket with an 11-1 win. In Billings, Alec Boffinger, MTN Sports.
Hey everyone, MTN's Luke Shelton down here in Dillon for a state baseball play-in game between the Beavers and Billings Central as these two teams face off for the first time ever and for the right to go to state. Let's get to those highlights. Well, the Rams in their first season of existence, but setting the tone early as first inning, Mateo Harris with a shot into center field, and that's going to send in Howie Martin, and Central strikes first. Dillon goes scoreless in the bottom of the first, and now it's Brennan Harlan sending a missile into left field, and I'm not sure how well you can see it, but that ball is gone. That's a 2 RBI home run for Harlan and a 3-0 lead for the Rams. But on to the third inning, and this error is going to load the bases for Dillon and the Beavers in prime scoring position. But next at bat, and the Central pitcher Paxton Prill comes up clutch and gets the strikeout to end the inning and preserve the lead. And now fourth inning, and the Rams pull away as Martin knocks this one out of the infield, and that'll plate Allen Kulaga and make it 4-0 Central. And a little later, another Dillon error is going to free up Harlan, and he'll slide safely home and push the lead to 5-0. The Rams go on to win 8-1. And this first-year program has punched a ticket to state.
You know, I inherited a lot of talented kids. So they've been doing this for a while. And they've gotten better over the year. We're a young team. We don't have a senior. But it doesn't matter.
In Dillon, Luke Shelton, MTN Sports.
As we get closer to the end of high school spring sports season, Kalispell Flathead's Olivia Reinhardt is looking to go out as a top runner and hurdler. MTN's Derek Joseph spoke with Reinhardt about her expectations for her senior season and commitment to the University of Montana.
Olivia Reinhardt has been one of the top hurdlers in Montana throughout her high school career. In her senior year, it's safe to say her confidence is at an all-time high heading into the final stretch of the track season.
Well, I'm definitely looking to be the best in any event I do, and right now it's looking like that's definitely going to happen in the 100 hurdles. I've raced a few of the best athletes already, and they're very talented, but I'm feeling pretty confident in that event.
And that self-assured attitude has already paid off this season as Reinhardt set a new state record earlier this year with a 14:40 in the 100-meter hurdles. However, she credits her coaches and her work in the offseason for the success she has seen this year.
I did more preseason this year than I ever have, so I did some indoor meets. I also just think my coaches have been really supportive, and they've given me the best workouts to do, and they've prepared me pretty well for this season.
Reinhardt's record-breaking track career has earned her a spot on the University of Montana track team, a school close to her heart and home.
I'm definitely super excited to stay in Montana. I've learned over the years that I'm kind of a homebody, and I just love the state so much, so I'm really excited to stay home.
While Reinhardt still has a few races to run in her senior season, she is looking to end her high school career on a high note so she can begin her college career on the same one.
I'm really excited because track's been a part of my life for so long that I don't want to give that up yet, so I'm excited to go in with a team and with like a support system there too. I think that's going to be really, really nice.
In Kalispell, Derek Joseph, MTN Sports.
Great Falls High's boys basketball team has seen some struggles in the last couple seasons. But in early April, longtime head coach Bob Howard announced his retirement from the program after 22 seasons. And the school recently promoted assistant Eric Shawn to take over as the new lead voice.
I was just thankful. You think back to a lot of the players that you've had over the years, and a number of them reached out to me and congratulated me, and that was probably the biggest joy, is just having a lot of those guys that you've influenced and spent a lot of time with congratulating you. So joy there, thankfulness.
After serving as an assistant for 13 seasons, Eric Shawn has been named the new head coach of the Great Falls High boys basketball program. Shawn is a Bison alumni, playing under former head coach Bob Howard, where he was a part of the 2006 state championship team. He said it's a lot of responsibility to take over this program because he has a good deal of pride for it.
I could give you a list of 20 names at Great Falls High going back to the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, of players that I look up to and coaches that I look up to, and you know, a lot of the families and the people involved and the community members, and so just I think that connection leads me to have great pride, and I truly want what's best for the program and the kids, and hopefully we can do that.
Shawn said he learned a good amount as a coach from Howard, who is a Montana Coaches Association Hall of Fame member.
A lot of good tips and information just from watching him over the years. Same with Coach Maddox, who passed away a few years ago. Just tons of knowledge between those two, and you could just sit back as an assistant and watch them, learn from them.
Although Shawn is taking over a program that has seen a couple down seasons lately, and he said there's no secret formula how to get back to winning ways.
You got to get in the weight room, you got to get in the gym, you get strong, shoot the ball handling. There's nothing magic. You got to get in and work hard, and hopefully we do that. I think we have some good kids that I'm excited to coach and are looking forward to doing that.
Another thing he mentioned is
getting them to believe in themselves and work hard. I think when you put in time and you get strong and you see the results of that, and you get in the gym and you see the results of your work in the gym, and you start to believe in yourself a little bit because of the work you put in, it can result in some success.
Shawn was formerly a head coach in Augusta for a year prior to becoming a Bison assistant, and being under Howard for the time he was prepared him to take over, he said, as he has a pretty good knowledge of coaching in Class AA.
Certainly now you shift a little from suggestion mode to deciding here's what we're going to do with finality. And so yeah, there's going to be sliding one seat over can be a pretty big change no matter how long you've been there, and I expect it will be, but yeah, I'm going to prepare and hopefully have our team ready to go.
Coming up, the state Special Olympic Games are taking place over the weekend, and after the break we'll highlight some of the stars who shine bright in Montana.
There's more action online at montanasports.com.
Welcome back to MTN Sports Extra, powered by montanasports.com.
One of the Special Olympics athletes involved in the torch run this year has a heart as big as her smile and is serving in a new role within the organization that allows her to make a statewide impact.
Special Olympics athlete Jenny Hill has a smile that could light up the whole state. And thanks to a recent appointment as a law enforcement torch run ambassador, she has an opportunity to traverse Montana and make everyone's day a little brighter.
Torch run! Torch run! Torch run!
After running hard for miles on a leg of the law enforcement torch run, Jenny Hill was a little worse for wear when she arrived at her destination.
I got a little overheated doing the torch run today, and I needed to sit in my box for 10 minutes.
But moments later, she was her usual smiling self.
Because I'm always in a good mood, and I always look forward to doing my Montana sports stuff and being a part of the law enforcement torch run.
Jenny has been a Special Olympics athlete for 28 years, first in Oregon and now in Montana, and she stays busy, competing in nearly every sport the organization has to offer. She also took up figure skating, where she competes at the national level.
It takes me time to balance out each sport, but I get her done and do my best.
As a torch run ambassador, Jenny gets to carry the flame of hope at Special Olympics functions and travel the state, visiting law enforcement agencies.
Traveling around means a lot, getting to meet different cops from different parts of Montana, just getting to know different people is pretty amazing.
Jenny says she's inspired by law enforcement officers, and in turn, she inspires them.
Jenny's always so positive. She always excels in anything she does, always got a smile on her face, which really lifts us up on some of our bad days or some of our bad weeks. Just being around her is really just a positive environment.
I appreciate more than ever. They always have my back when I need it, and they always take good care of me, and they always look out for them. So,
Tom Wiley, MTN Sports.
More than 3,500 athletes from 65 Montana communities compete in Special Olympics. MTN's Madeline Heath introduces us to the 2025 Athlete of the Year.
Let me win, and if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt is something that the Helena Halo Special Olympics team chants at the end of every practice. And teammates like Tommy Benedict and Kyle Norman emulate what it means to be a leader in sports.
Use like all the different skills I've learned like outside of it to just keep me going as an athlete.
And that is exactly what Helena Halo Kyle Norman has done, competing in Special Olympics for the past 13 years, and now being named the 2025 Montana Athlete of the Year.
Athlete of the Year is like one of the best things you can be in Special Olympics.
Kyle got his recognition back in November at the state basketball tournament and has since been wearing his Athlete of the Year jacket with pride and positivity.
It was like the most shocking thing I was like so shocked and surprised. And it was like one of the most exciting things.
And it is fitting this award was given at a basketball tournament since it is his favorite sport to compete in.
Getting around on the court, shooting hoops.
He was chosen from over 3,500 Special Olympic athletes across the Treasure State, and his team and family believe it is because of his ability to lead by example.
And just to see him being recognized for all of the great things that he does, and showing that disabilities have no limits.
Tommy Benedict of Helena Halos has also been a part of Special Olympics for over a decade.
I played basketball, track and field, and played soccer.
In March, Tommy represented Montana at the nation's capital.
Made me feel proud how good I did.
Special Olympics athletes from all across the country gathered at Capitol Hill Days.
I got to see Lincoln Memorial. I got to go talk to the senators.
Kyle and Tommy are grateful for their medals and recognition, but more importantly, their friendships.
It's kind of fun to get to know these people and definitely get included with them and get to hang out with them.
Favorite part is seeing all my friends and playing with them in soccer and track.
On three. 1, 2, 3, Halo!
After the break, we'll have some more Special Olympic coverage as this team out of Missoula is back competing in the state games after a year.
Welcome back to MTN Sports Extra, powered by MontanaSports.com.
With over 1,100 athletes in attendance, this is the largest delegation to ever compete in the Special Olympics State Summer Games. But one of the state's largest teams couldn't make the trip last year for a variety of reasons. But as MTN's Kyle Hansen tells us, the community of Missoula, and one supporter in particular, stepped up to make sure the Diamondbacks could get back to the state games.
For Special Olympics athletes in Missoula, the games hold a special meaning to those involved.
Lots of fun.
What's your favorite part of Special Olympics?
Meeting new people.
And the events range from the winter.
Doing different events and stuff, like the winter games I did. Snowshoeing was my first time doing that over the winter.
To warmer climates.
What's your favorite event of all time?
I think basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you pretty good at it?
Yes. We got gold this last year.
The Missoula Diamondbacks are one of the largest Special Olympics teams in Montana. They live for the state summer games. But last year, the team was unable to go for a variety of reasons, including lack of coaches, volunteers, and finances. So the team stepped up with some help from Julie and Jim Foley, who wanted to help and make sure the Diamondbacks made a grand return to the games.
My wife Julie and I met with Special Olympics Montana, said, well, if they can raise $10,000, we'll give them $10,000 this year with the hopes that others will help out in the future.
The Diamondbacks answered that call and some by raising over $10,000 through Chevy raffle tickets, the Polar Plunge, and other smaller fundraisers.
Going to state games is what they live for. That's the big competition. They get to see their friends from around the state, but also have more competition to compete. And so every athlete wants to be able to go to state summer games.
Seeing the Diamondbacks return means everything to the Foley family.
It was kind of personal to us, but you can be around the athletes and their parents and coaches, and frankly, they can teach you more than you can teach them. So it was pretty humbling and gratifying, and so we've been volunteering since.
And ask the athletes, well, it's clear. The excitement is plentiful.
I get to and excited to see new people.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends and making new ones. Just being around them, they're my friends, they're my family.
This example shows anyone can help a Special Olympics team and program at any time throughout the year, from donations to volunteering. It's small gestures that make a world of difference to vital members in the community.
You know, it's a huge deal to watch them participate, watch them compete, watch their sportsmanship, watch how they make new friends. I mean, that's what Montana's all about.
Go athletes and good luck.
Reporting in Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.
Coming up, this Treasure State native track and field athlete just helped lead the Montana Tech women to yet another Frontier Conference title. Find out who next.
Download our free app and take MTN Sports with you. Just search Montana Sports in the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to MTN Sports Extra, powered by MontanaSports.com.
The Montana Tech women's outdoor track and field team recently won its 4th straight Frontier Conference championship. MTN's Luke Shelton has more with a Fort Benton native who helped the team win the title and now has high hopes for the NAI National Meet.
Hey everyone, MTN's Luke Shelton here in Butte, and Montana Tech's track and field program hasn't existed for very long, but for its women's team, well, all they've really known is winning.
You know, we like winning. We like doing the best that we can, even if it's not necessarily winning every event, but also like in the hurdles at conference. I wasn't expecting to win the hurdles, but I wanted to run as good as I could to get as many points for my team.
That's Fort Benton native Abby Clark, whose prolific point output recently helped the Ordeger women complete a Frontier Conference four-peat. And Tech just started competing in all events 4 years ago.
I remember talking to some of the seniors and we were like, we refuse to relinquish this four-peat even though we don't have the whole team.
Full team or not, Clark's production helped Tech win another league meet by a comfortable margin. And along the way, she won her 4th straight high jump title and four-peated in the heptathlon. And let's have her refresh us on all the events.
All right, so on day 1, it's 100 hurdles, high jump, shot put, and 200. And then day 2 is long jump, javelin, 800.
That's a 2-day gauntlet, and the sustained success Clark has had traversing it has required a strategic mindset.
Just trying to keep your mind on what's in front of you, just the event. It's like, oh, I'm just doing the 100 hurdles today. What are you talking about? My coach and I always joke, it's like, oh yeah, 100 hurdles are a great warm-up for high jump. Focusing on the one event at a time and putting your all into that singular event.
And now she'll look to carry that mentality into her final National Outdoor Championship, where she's already a 4-time All-American and looking to go out on top.
I just finished all my college classes, so I don't have to worry about school anymore. But yeah, just rest, recovery, and fueling. All the work's already been done.
And all that work helped Montana Tech claim its 3rd straight Bandy Award, the Frontier's all-sports accolade. Tech football finished 2nd in the league, as did the Ordeger's volleyball team, and the men's basketball team completed a four-peat of its own. Clark will now set her sights on bringing even more hardware to Tech. In Butte, Luke Shelton, MTN Sports.
For more on all of our spring sports coverage, head on over to MontanaSports.com. But that's all the time we have for you here tonight on MTN Sports Extra. I'm Will Charlton. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here once again.